doctors here, sister, all my colleagues here meet me. I want to actually say for one thing that I've known when I was FCT president of NAPPS, we've had good dear relationship with FCT as private schools and Digwe especially over the years. Whether it is one whoever, all the directors, we are one of the states, FCT, that have a very smooth running relationship with our regulating body. And I want to commend all of you and us too, because it takes two to tango. Again, I was happy when my sister called me. They will not be responding, blah, blah, blah. And I told her that, honestly speaking, my dear sister here, FCT, every time I've said, and I even told her that there was a meeting, the last meeting I was there. I'm quite very busy. And she will pull us out. Ajala and myself, the elders, because we are very busy. Not that we don't want to, but because we respect. And I was there at that meeting when they were arguing and they were throwing me. I hope you understand my situation. But I want to say one thing here is that just like we have rightly mentioned here, and I'm saying man is to lend a voice to the importance of this census. One, my dear colleagues, if this is going out in the private sector, I want you to realize that it is very important to exercise first national country. It is the trust issue is there, and that is the issue that the census or whatever data that is gotten but we're educated. And I've been in business. I was one of you before. And I started this business 20 years ago today. And I have not been billed on any tax through the statistics or record of my school that I've given. And the way the fact is that it's a Nigerian thing, let's be frank. And the way taxation is done is, one, it has taught me a lot on this journey. Because I was one of your civil servant. I retired as a deputy director voluntary. And I was doing it because I was not even in the accounting. So nobody owes me responsible accounting, only what I'm supposed to do as an officer. Only that if you are giving someone, you have to retire the money. So for taxation, when you put your records down, you have your cash flow, you have your outflow, your expenses, your auditor, if you have an internal auditor, they will look at it, and then the external auditor will come and prepare your audit report. It is that audit report that they will take. You will read it. You must read it before they take it there. It's not, if there's anything you don't agree with, point it out to your auditor. And it is on that basis you are seeing clearly. Please, let's be informed. We are not informed in most of the cases. I'm talking to my colleagues out there now. And that audit report, it is on it that you see from the audit report the tax you have to pay. So there is nothing like taxation coming out of this. Again, most of the time we feel that, of course we know that we are facing the issue of multiple taxations. Like now you see health, environmental, labor, everyone coming to do the same duty, and we are being taxed on that. That's a different ball game The fact is, this data collection is very important. And for us in Nigeria, we always have second narrative, not the first narrative. And that is because we don't submit our data correctly. And like the director has pointed out, data helps inform decision. A document was brought to me before I came to start this mission was there. And I told my headmaster, I said, look at the one you read. Exactly the same person. We were saying that this boy has something. And he decided to do that. I said, you see what I'm telling you, that somebody lives. And I'm glad. I'm not making a mistake. You see your data now confirmed our, whether it's biases or our thoughts about this city. So data helps in that way. And you see the UNICEF, all the development partners giving us data that is not ours. But unless that we're able to do this, again, if it will reassure to you, people in government, honestly speaking, it is not really agreement. I'm glad that the directors, and I sent it to my national secretary. When I saw those of us in FCT that have already filled in these forms and everything, and it's so easy, even if you don't know how to do it, my dear colleagues out there, you have ICT staff. Sit with your ICT staff or any of your staff that you know you are in this command, or your head of school, your principal or head of a teacher, and you fill in this thing as simple as that. So there is no magic about it. For me, as elderly as I am, although my elder sister is here, do something. I will Google it, I will double, I will pitch everything, go there, come out, and they call me technology. They don't know that. Exactly. Yes. And that's how and I learn from my students everywhere. So that's what it should be. Because the learners that are in our care now are different. They are quite differently wired. And unless you go there, we can't get it right. And it is also good for research. We want to make research. In this state, how many schools do we have? In this state, how many boys are in school? When they continue to talk of girls' school, girls' education, sometimes I am one of those that argue that vehemently, that girls go to school more than boys. Because ironically is that the girls are more serious when there is more committed. And if you have 5,000 on the ASC, you are lucky. When I came on board, we have the national database. I built that for NAPPS. My dear brother and sisters, you will not believe it. As at this morning, when I click on that, all those that have just registered are 6,000. Yes, and yes. See, registered from state and everywhere. All those that have done this, 6,000 all over the country. So if that will give you comfort. By the time TRCN came to us, that they want us to be collecting the money for Teachers Registration Council, I said, I'm not going to do it. Our dues, which is 5,000, that is the national, 5,000. And it is the same people that will continue. So if it will give, but I'm not saying it is an excuse as responsible citizens. All I'm saying is it is what must be done. And now a call to action to you as government officers. And I said that to your director here, my sister. One, what do you call it? The director of quality assurance is the regulating body under education sector, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And all schools that are accredited, you have their list. So if you already have your own true data on that, you now look at those that have done this. Because sometimes we don't handle Nigerians with iron hands. To be frank, I'm saying it, and quote me, you won't get anywhere. In this business, I've known how it runs, and that is why we've been able to go the way we are. So if we are cutting corners, we are shunting, we are giving excuses, and giving biases to things, Princeton International Academy, and most private schools will not be where they are if they are doing that. So matter of excuse, matter of distrust, matter of whatever. Again, even if they say they are using it for, government is using it for taxation, there's a leveling ground. You argue your case out. Moreover, there is nothing like that, because taxation does not go that way that you think. Some of our members said there were questions that were raised with MS something that is requiring private information about children and so on and so forth. If government rules, it is the regulating body allows you to do this. So why are you not doing that? And it is in written. And that's even when I came to our office last week, I said, write us. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, when you're having an agreement with somebody, put it in writing. Because as you see me so now, you say this meeting will be this meeting. We have done this. But if it is written now, they are capturing us social media. We've written attendance. The security have taken you. So how will we say it didn't take place? Listen, I was not there. And then, so if you have your records of those that have been accredited and those that are vying for accreditation, look at those, and then those that have not, those that have registered with the annual census, not the annual census, fill it, and those that have not, then you now start publishing. I think it will be a good sense, and it will take us somewhere in this country, because we need that first-hand narrative. Every time we know that we have problems of lack of children out of school, but we are not the only one. Even the Westerners go out there and we see some, the degree might be different, and we are trying our best. Now the federal government is trying to bring that gap, that out of school children. Up to now, what is the latest data? Today we collect this data, tomorrow we collect that data, and then we all need to do. Let us be focused. Data is one big thing. Big data is what rules the world. Big data make researches. Big data inform decisions. Big data allow to see clearly the pictures. Big data allows mapping. Big data allows discoveries and ensure gaps are bridged. So in other words, I am asking all my colleagues out there, please register, take the annual census. Nobody is using the data taxation. God bless you.